All right, Flyers starting to wheel and deal. Sabres, Flyers connect for a trade. Sabres get a 2024 fourth round pick in exchange for right-hand shot defenseman Eric Johnson. He is 35 years old. He was a first round draft pick, the first overall pick, I don't know, years and years ago, right? Because he's 35. 50 games played this year for Johnson. 3 goals, no assists, 3 points. He's a -5. 24 penalty minutes. Johnson, bigger defensive defenseman. Definitely no offense with his game, and that's all right. But a good locker room guy. He's 6'4", 225 pounds, and for you metric folks out there, 193 centimeters tall, 102 kilograms in terms of weight or mass, if you want to go that direction. Next up, we got the Predators and the Flyers connecting for a trade. Wade Allison on his way to Nashville. He's a 26-year-old right winger in the AHL with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. He had 46 games played, 10 goals, 7 assists, 17 points, +3, 44 penalty minutes. The Flyers, in exchange, get Denis Guirianov, the former 12th overall pick several years ago. With Nashville, Guirianov has had 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points in 14 games played, +4. In Milwaukee with the the Milwaukee Admirals, which is the Predators' AHL affiliate. 27 games played, 12 goals, 18 assists, 30 points. So lighten up the AHL, which is not really a surprise, but when it comes to the NHL and his production, it's definitely questionable. There's skill, there's talent there, there's a lot of potential there. It's just about putting it all together at the NHL level, which he is yet to do, right? So last pick on the board. I keep forgetting to put these little arrows on the last one. I'm sorry. This one, as a Bruins fan, kind of bothers me a bit. Bruins acquired defenseman Andrew Peeke. He's a right shot defenseman. He is only 25 years old, so that's positive. 23 games played this year, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. He's a -2. He is under contract. His contract is $2.75 million for this year, and then the following 2 seasons after. So he'll probably be in Boston for a while. This is a player Columbus has been looking to dump off for, I don't know, well over a year now. Right? It's become a cap burden. So what do the Blue Jackets get in exchange? Well, they get Jakub Zboril, the former 2015 first round pick, one of the 3 the Bruins had. Right? It was Zach Senyshyn, Jakub Zboril or Jakub Zboril, and Jake DeBrusk. So 2 of them traded away. Jake DeBrusk, still a Boston Bruin as of right now. There is 18 minutes left on the trade deadline as I'm speaking. Zboril with the AHL, 31 games played, no goals, 9 assists, 9 points, -5. Zboril, when he's played in an NHL roster, hasn't looked super out of place. I don't think he's really been given, I don't know, a fair shot, and you can make the case that he has, and I guess it's not really worth diving into right now, but I'd like to see more of Zboril play at an NHL level. I think he's capable of it, but you're playing in Providence for 80, 90,000 a year for like 10 years. It's not enough to retire on, right? So it's not necessarily a sustainable career to have as being an AHL player. So I don't know if he requested a trade or what's going on, but it seemed like the writing was on a wall for Zboril to be traded. So the Blue Jackets also get, and this is like, I don't have an issue trading Zboril for Peeke, like it is what it is, but the issue is the 2027 third round pick the Bruins are trading away for Andrew Peeke. Andrew Peeke is a guy right now, he's probably the 7th best defenseman on the team. Right? Parker Wotherspoon just signed an extension like 20 minutes ago for another year at $800,000. So where does Peeke slot into the lineup? I'm not completely sure. Now, there will be people out there that will say Andrew Peeke has potential and he's kind of been suppressed on a bad Columbus Blue Jackets team. And that can be true. Peeke is a bigger dude. There's a little bit of offense there, nothing crazy. What I think he needs to work on personally is playing defensive hockey. His defense, you can see the raw talents there, but it hasn't been quite fully put together at an NHL level. Again, I don't really care for this for the Bruins. This is classic Don Sweeney, general manager of the Bruins, likes to go out, get defensemen, pile up depth defensemen. Some of them will never see the light of day in a Bruins uniform. I'm thinking of like Josh Brown from a couple of years ago. He played last night against the Wild with the Arizona Coyotes. So I don't know what's going to happen with Andrew Peeke come playoff time, right? So this is interesting. It tells you that there might be another trade coming that involves a Bruins defenseman, but I'm not entirely sold on that idea. This trade also This is the remainder of the Bruins cap space. I think they have like $61,000 to work with now, which is well, it's practically nothing. So I don't know how much more the Bruins can be doing at the trade deadline. So that's it. We're all caught up for now. There's a bunch of trades still going on, apparently, that haven't been reported officially just yet. So once they become official, we have all the details. I'll be here for it. So trade deadline now ends in 15 minutes, probably like 10 minutes when this posts, but there'll be trades that'll happen after the deadline hits as well that are coming in on the official record. So appreciate you guys.